Because it's like I'm streaming now, but yet my laptop and my phone. There we go. Now I've got picture. Weird. There you go. Some weird reason I had to there we go. We're working now. There we go. Yeah, I hope they fix that soon, because that's fucking irritating. So for some weird reason, whenever there you go. Whenever I set it up to stream on the Twitch app, it doesn't quite work. It's weird. Basically, I have to start my stream, end my stream, start my stream again. Very irritating. It's just like where the app don't quite work. Alright, Coaster Novice, 0 out of 72. King Rose, Coasters, Royal Decree. Alright, tutorial.
Hello?
And how to build a frame coaster. Alright. Alright.
Oh my! Is that a budding theme park proprietor I see before me? I certainly hope so. Otherwise, you're in quite the wrong place, and none of what I'm about to say will make any sense to you. I am Oswald B. Thompson, theme park impresario, and I am here to help you take your first steps in this most exciting of professions. And because it's a first step, we're starting in a somewhat humble location. A charming little park, which, as yet, has not fulfilled its undoubted potential. A park where you will begin to hone your skills.
Alright, welcome Panic Coaster. There are key steps for creating spectacular build rides, charge guests for using rides, use profits to expand and build more rides.
So, first things first, you should learn how to navigate around the park. Moving, rotating, zooming. Almost as if you were riding a roller coaster. A massive, invisible roller coaster.
Alright. Zoom in. Claw machine. Chance of winning. Top guest thoughts. 4%. I wonder if I can beat 15%. Weird. Rotate the camera. Zoom the camera. Okay.
Look at that! You've completed an objective. Now, objectives are a bit like bosses. They tell you what you need to do, earn more money than you, and drive a sports car. No, that's not right. Anyway, how about completing another objective?
Literally doing a tutorial because I ain't got a Scooby how to play this game.
How about you make your next objective opening up literally the only ride in your park? Why is it even closed?
Oh, hello, Lucy. This is Lucy Summers, one of the most enthusiastic and outspoken theme park fans
Bloody
in the
pretty, I'll
world.
give it that.
She's got almost 800 followers.
Bloody
You know,
pretty.
online. Not in a cult.
Hi there. And it's 900, but who's counting? So, the ride?
Ah, yes. Opening rides. Go on, select the ride.
Alright, select ride.
Good. And now,
Okay,
Open the
open
ride.
ride. Yep.
you did it with such gusto. Well done. And now that we have such an adorable, gentle ride open, more guests, especially families, will soon be flooding into the park.
You know, you could turn that flood into a bigger flood.
Now you could turn it
This
into
place
a
just needs
flood.
something a
Into
bit
a
more
bigger flood.
thrilling.
It's just a bit more thrilling.
Well, if people want thrills,
Thrills,
then we'll
thrills.
give them thrills. And possibly nausea. Head over to the highlighted area. I think it'll
Highlighted
make an
area.
excellent location for a ride. But let's ask our
location.
head engineer, Eugene.
Oh, hello.
Greetings, Eugene Newton. Good to make your acquaintance. And yes, Mr. Thompson, I think it will do nicely. The proximity to existing infrastructure appears nominal, so guests should be able to achieve both entry and exit with minimal difficulty.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot easier because it actually says. Alright. New rides can be found in the browser. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget, once built, a ride needs both an entrance and exit. Once the exit and entrance have been connected to the rest of the park, your guests will be able to ride it. Ah, that's what I was doing wrong the other day. I had the entrance and the exit connected. So literally, all my guests were getting off the ride and just going back on the ride. I was making them all nausea and making them all ill because the guests were just going round in a circle, just chucking them on teacups, throwing them round. Because I'm an
So,
evil man.
If you would start by clearing the highlighted area of any obstructions, please. And do not fret, those items will automatically be sold, so we will get at least some of the purchase price back. Oh, just a word about the Radial Menu. The Radial Menu gives you fast access to commonly used actions. Please
Right, yeah,
note
done.
that the options available in the Radial Menu will change depending on the mode you're in. Very good. Now, I've already chosen a suitably thrilling ride for you, so if you would care to select it. And place it in the designated area.
Okay.
Ah, now, it's very important that when you place the entrance gate,
Make sure you
you
leave
make
enough
sure to leave
spaces
enough
so you
space
can
so
build
you
a
can
ride
build
queue.
a ride queue.
Okay. Place ride entrance. Okay, that's the entrance. Okay. Entrance. Place. Ride exit.
Next up, connecting your ride to the park, so people can reach it.
Alright, guests need pass to reach everything they want to use, like ride shops, they won't just walk across the grass. Well, they do, but a queue is a special path type. Queues are built from ride entrance and connect to other paths.
Now, that queue you're
Okay.
building is where guests will wait in line to go on the ride.
Alright, well, let's give them a black
Very
Queue.
good. And now you should build
And
a path
the
from the
exit.
exit gate back to the rest of the park. For that, you can simply use
red swirly
wall paths.
flagstone.
Ooh, and if you do find
Sandstone.
any obstacles
I
or
feel like the
obstructions in your
sandstone
way,
goes
you can
better.
build slopes or stairs into your path to get over them.
There we go. We did? We good?
And finally, you can open the ride.
Finally,
No,
open the
that's
ride.
not how we do it, is it, Eugene?
Open the ride.
Apologies, I meant...
Can I ride the
And
ride?
finally, you can...
That's what I want to know. Can we
Open.
ride the ride? Right. I need to move that
ride.
Oh, I ain't paying for that.
Oh yeah, that's more like it. You're gonna get
Yeah,
way more
it's more
teenagers
like
like
it.
me and my followers visiting the park now.
Oh, ride the bit. Ride the.
Don't you just love teenagers? So much disposable
I want to ride the
income.
ride.
Cynthia! I didn't see you there. Please, allow me to introduce...
Cynthia Clark, Chief Financial Officer. It's my job to make sure these places turn a profit. Speaking of which, thanks to that new ride, the park's rating has gone up. And you know what that means?
Cake?
We can start charging the guests more money.
Okay, very well. A necessary
Oh, well.
evil, I
Necessary
suppose.
evil. Guests think
Evil.
Magic Castle
Did
is
you
cheap.
see that notification?
Was
Even
I?
the guests think we're undercharging them. Let's
I
do them a
mean-
favour and fix that.
It may be. Alright, rides are the main part of the park's income. They earn through ticket sales but cost money due to their upkeep. Improve for rides profitability, its ticket price can be changed. Don't make the ticket prices too high, as people will be unwilling
That's right.
to pay
Take
it.
a good look at the notification. It'll tell you what we need to alter the prices of.
%. Magic Castle has cheap tickets. Well, if it has cheap tickets, then let's charge a bit more. I mean, it was $8 per ticket, so we'll go for $9 a ticket. It was $8.60, now I'm charging $9. Yeah, so it's not that expensive. Right, can I go on this bloody ride yet? No? Right. Open park management. Oh, hello. Okay. Guests are 75% happy. We are bleeding money. That is
Oh,
not good.
look. It's that family-friendly
Hey, look.
little ride of ours. Go on. Put the ticket prices up by a few dollars.
That seems a wee bit steep.
Oh, honestly, Oswald, the people visiting this park aren't just getting to ride rides. They're getting to make precious memories.
Attractions,
So if we
shops,
put the ticket prices up, then we're
claw
making those
machine.
memories even more precious, aren't we?
Oh, no. That actually makes sense. Wait. No, it doesn't.
It's got a
Lower
58%
ticket
chance of
prices
winning.
make guests happy.
That's
I
pretty
know
good
we're in the
chance.
happiness
Oh,
business,
raise the
Oswald,
ticket price
but
for
we're
Magic
also
Castle
in
to
the
$11
stay-in business.
What? Man, I thought I was evil raising it by like $1. Apparently I'm not being evil enough, Punisher. I need to be an evil bastard.
Look, if you're so worried, why don't we have your new underlings select a few
Okay.
guests and see what they're thinking, eh?
Now we're charging $11
Underling
bucks.
indeed. They are a trainee, and they have a name. Although I just realised I don't know it.
How are you, guests? Park could do with expanding a bit more. I got Ride the Magic Castle. Thinking about I won't bother with Claw Machine 937. What? Why don't you like Claw Machine 937? What's so wrong with Claw Machine 937? Claw Machine 937. Oh, okay, well. Chance of winning 58%. There you go. Inspect 3 guests' thoughts.
See?
Park
That
entry
guest
is
didn't
free.
seem too
I
put
really
off by
like
the
this
higher
area.
Price, did they, Oswald?
Yes, but their happiness is our bread and butter. So
I mean,
it's
my
important
park is free to
regularly check
enter.
what the guests are thinking.
I mean, I wish there was more rides. I mean, you're just being
Well,
greedy,
I
mate.
didn't see anything to worry about there. Come on,
Game money.
let's just hit fast forward, sit back, and let the money roll in for a while. At least until we've made a healthy
I gotta make
profit.
500 bucks. I mean, I don't really see what's wrong with having a theme park that's free to enter, you know? I'd be alright with that in real life. You know? Ah, why am I not gaining any more money? Why's my money going down? What the hell? There we go. No. It's not going... Not that much. Alright. Let's put you to $4. 60% winning. 60%. $4. Game money. Oh, okay. Cycle speed. Oh, okay. We can speed it up. Okay. Now I'm getting you. I quite like that. Alright, stop. I can pause time. Normal speed, double speed, triple speed. Yeah, make everything go super fast.
Well done on hitting Cynthia's
Well done
profit
on
forecast.
hitting Cynthia's
Honestly, I
raw
was worried it
profit
was a little high.
forecast.
But as always, she knows just how hard to squeeze the guests' wallets. Anyway, now that we've made some money, we can make some improvements.
You make some improvements.
Oh, but don't forget to slow things back down to normal speed again.
Oh yeah.
After all, it's not a good idea to build a
Oh,
park on fast forward.
good idea.
You might miss out on an important notification, or a ride breaking down, or all your staff leaving, or, heaven forbid, my birthday. Anyway, congratulations! You've just earned yourself a bronze star. The first of
There you
many,
go.
I don't doubt.
Bronze objectives complete. Why did I only do bronze?
All right, it's high time we talked about taking care of guests and improving the park. We want those guests to be happy, happy, happy.
Ooh, you're planning on making improvements? That's good. I didn't like to say, but part of this place looks like the theme park that time forgot. So, if you want to scoot over, I'll take things from here for a while.
Actually, Lucy, I was about to say...
Scoot, scoot. Okay, first things first. I know how I feel about the park, but let's see how one of the other guests is feeling. Go on, select one of the guests to see how happy they are.
Inspect one guest's note needs. Okay. Come here. You.
Okay, now that level of happiness might be good enough for most parks, but I still think this guest would be a bit happier if a big chunk of the park wasn't super lame. Don't worry, it's not your fault. That one's on Mr. Thompson.
I hardly think that's fair.
Scenery. Don't forget to immerse your guests with magnificent surroundings. Place scenery. Oh. You want to build your own scenery creations? You can explore the Create browser. Don't forget. Banner.
Don't worry, I've highlighted the problem area. So go on, stick down some scenery. Make it look all piratey.
Let's actually move that. That's better. And it
Oh
cuts off
yeah,
part of it.
us guests love having interesting things to look at. Cheers us right up.
Mm. Whatever. Scenery.
Oh, that
Pirate's
is a bit
Skull.
nicer.
I don't believe I said unscoot yet, did I? So, another place it's super important to put scenery is around the ride queues. Ooh, you know what? We should compare both of
Compare
your rides
both
so we
your
can see the
rides.
difference.
See what
Go and
different
select
gun
that
set
first ride
first
you
ride
opened,
you
would ya?
opened. Okay. Inspect Magic Castle's
You see how it's got a high Q scenery rating? Because of that, the ride's prestige is higher too. Us guests are way less interested in rides with boring queues, and so we won't pay as much to ride them. Right, now go and have a look at that new ride you built.
Hey, look at the new ride. Okay.
Okay, so that's not nearly as prestigious as it could be, but you can fix that
Reputation
by giving
is
us guests
new.
some eye candy to look at while we wait. Go on,
High
stick some
prestige.
nice scenery down
Okay,
around the
so it
queue.
needs scenery. Raise the scenery. Okay. Scenery. So we want some on a sword and a stone, because that's the wrong one. Pirate parrot statue. Hell yeah, who doesn't want a pirate parrot statue? One of them. Mermaid statue. Average guest happiness is declining. Oh well. Fuck off then. Stupid guests. $65. Right. Pirate anchor statue. Have one of them. Pirate cannon statue. Oh, it shoots. Legit. Want that then? Pirate cannon statue.
Come on, admit it.
That can
Isn't
shoot
that
at them.
better? And if you check, I bet you'll see that the ride's Q scenery rating and prestige has gone up as
8%
a
are
result.
unhappy. The
Excellent.
queue for the
That
Elixir
means we can
Machine
also
24
raise
the
ticket
ride
price.
was
Go
full.
on. Put it up by a few
My
dollars.
fucking problem.
Ah, heck.
Tough
I
shit.
really didn't think this through, did I?
What the? I feel like these people in this game are just crime for the sake of crime, Punisher. Apparently 8% of guests were not happy that the queue was full. Tough shit. It's a theme park. What are you expecting here? Raise the price to $13? I mean, okay. We will raise the
Oh
price
my!
$13.
Look at all that wonderful new scenery! Well done! Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, by raising this park's scenery rating, I think you might have. Yes, you have! You've raised the overall park rating. And that means more
I
guests
raised my
will be
overall
drawn
park
to the
rating.
park. Heavens, what an important number, eh?
Okay. Park rating 478. Each park, higher park means you attract more guests and those guests will also stay for longer. Main factors count towards it are park rating, a ride's scenery, and average guest happiness. How popular a park is, each park has overall quality, higher park, blah blah blah.
Right.
Okay.
I think it's time we took a look at the park rating breakdown. It's a great way to track how your park is improving.
Ooh, it's gone up by 7. Staff is 100% happy. The guests are 95% happy, apparently. Although 54% of them still wish we had more rides. Bastards.
That's it. In here, you can see how your overall ride and scenery ratings and guest happiness are all critical to improving your park rating. And remember, the better your park, the more guests who will come and visit. So, let's get that scenery rating even higher, eh? Make the whole park look as wonderful as those rides you spruced up. Go on, get decorating!
Hello again. I just noticed that you were using the scenery blueprints to decorate the park. I actually built those blueprints myself, so I'm very happy that you're using them. You can actually find the individual
the
scenery
exit?
elements, the ones I used to
Yeah,
build
that's
those
the
blueprints,
exit.
by looking under the Create browser, if you want to.
Was that the
But
entrance?
as I mentioned, I
That's the
did go to the
entrance.
trouble of painstakingly handcrafting literally hundreds of them for you, so, you know.
You get painstaking trouble. Raise park scenery to 50. Uh, put one of them in. Alright. 45. So demanding, people. Right. Pirate Fountain. Fairy Tale Castle Passage. Alright. Seven. Trees everywhere. Some bushes. People like that shit.
Your
There you go.
transformation of the park has really bumped the park rating up a good few
Goodness,
notches,
your
my
transformation of your
friend. And
park
look
has
at all
bumped
the
up the
guests,
rating.
happily
And
smiling
look, all the
away.
guests are
You
happy.
know what they say about happy
Me.
guests?
Okay.
They like spending money.
Is everything about cold, hard cash with you, Cynthia?
No, I also like stocks and shares.
Anyway, Guests have other needs which can affect their happiness. So, let's take a look at some of them.
Yes, let's. Scoot.
Guest needs tell you how happy it is.
Right. If you want to find out what us guests need, one way is by looking at the guest screen in Park Management. Go on, open it.
61% of guests wish there was more rides. Fucking needy bastards. Okay. Yeah. 63% need a toilet. Oh, hunger as well.
This is where you can see what the average guest needs are in the park, as well as the most common thoughts that the guests are having. You know, it's weird. I really should think of this thing as a massive invasion of privacy, but I'm kind of okay with it. Yeesh. It looks like a lot of the guest thoughts are about how the park is missing important facilities. Okay, first up, food. According to the guest data, we're hungry. I was wondering what that empty feeling in my stomach was. So go on. Build a food shop for us. That's the food sorted, but a bunch of us guests are also really thirsty. So you should definitely build some drink shops.
Build some drink shops.
A word of advice. Put your shop somewhere busy, so we get the best return on our investment. Sorry, I mean best serve our guests' needs, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, real convincing.
Shop vendors don't work for free. We have to turn a profit.
Rotate. Come on. Build 2 drink shops. Wow. Build 1 there. working? How do I go up? The hell, man?
About time. My blood sugar was almost down to a healthy level. If you want to make sure that you got all our needs licked, you can look at the guest needs screen again. Personally, I am absolutely stuffed with both food and drink, so I'm good.
Now, without meaning to be indelicate, all that food and drink means we have another pressing guest need to attend to.
Yeah, like, really pressing?
Quickly! Build a toilet for the guests.
What? A whole toilet? You're spoiling us, Mr. Thompson. You know, toilets are great, but it'd be nice if us guests had somewhere else to sit down, too.
Oh, yes. Go on. Pop down some benches next to the paths. You see, guests are a lot like cellular phones. Every so often they need to recharge their batteries, so you should plug them in and... No, that's not right.
Park benches.
Now that your guests can fulfill their needs in the park, they're less likely to become unhappy, which is great. But as more guests come here, you'll need even more facilities to deal with their needs.
More than one toilet? No!
Hey, it's quite a lot to think about, isn't it? Plus, the park's getting a bit more complex, and we might start to see problems popping up. I think we should look at hiring some staff to keep everything running smoothly.
Staff.
Speaking of problems, can you do something about all the litter? It's piling up and really bumming us guests out. Maybe you could hire some janitors to keep on top of it. Thanks for that. Of course, litter wouldn't be such a problem if Mr.
5 bins.
Thompson had remembered to put some bins in the park.
That was deliberate, so we could all have a learning moment. So yes, if you would please put some bins down, your new janitors will make sure they're kept empty.
Oh yeah, good save.
Bins. Magic Castle's broken
Oh, no!
down.
Goodness me!
Our
One
mechanic
of the rides
fix
is
it.
broken down! How could this happen in one of my parks?
Oh, it's all right. Everyone on the ride and in the queue is getting a refund.
Refunds? Quick, hire a mechanic. We need to fix that ride and get money flowing in the right direction again. Oh, and make the guests happy, etc.
Ah, good. I'm sure our new mechanic will have that ride fixed in no time at all.
Not without breaking the space-time continuum, they won't.
Here.
Facilities.
You might want to consider speeding up time for a while. Well, now that our emergency has been dealt with, the mechanic can spend their time inspecting the rides and reducing the chance of
Okay.
another breakdown. Now, I
Got
think it's
2
high
for
time you built a
each.
staff room for our staff so that they can have a bit of a break.
I mean, do they really need to?
Yes, you see, staff are a lot like cellular phones. No, wait, I've tried that one before. Anyway, just like guests, staff members get tired as
That's
well.
the staff
And if they
building.
get too tired, they simply won't be able to work. Staff rooms are where they get their energy back. And now that we have a staff room, the vendors in our shops will be taking breaks too.
Vendors
So
in our
you should hire some
shops.
extra vendors to fill in for them. Gosh, you've got so many people working for you that there might not be enough space in the staff room anymore.
2
You'd
there.
better increase the staff room's capacity just in case.
Nope, not doing that. How do I get that then? Do I just put people in it?
Voici. Hina.
I don't get how I'm in a...
Hina. Voici.
I don't understand that. Am I missing something? I need more staff or something. Okay. Maybe... I need another staff building. Okay, the building... Grid height. Advanced, duplicate, advanced, move. Oh, okay.
Look at you! Oh, you're a born manager. Congratulations. Pretty soon, you'll be hiring entertainers to lift the spirits of your guests and hiring security guards to deal with pickpockets and ne'er-do-wells. And, well, partly to stop Lucy constantly cutting in line. You can worry about all of that in your own time, though.
Okay.
Goodness, just look at how you've grown the park. It's like they say about tiny acorns. Don't eat them. No, that's not it. Anyway, just time for a few final management lessons before I let you loose on the world.
You can use park management screens and monitor your park operations.
Now, these first few of the last few lessons will mostly be focusing on finance.
Which is why I'll be handling them. You can get started by looking at the overall finances of the park in the finance section of park management. Come on, money's a wasting. This is my happy place. Just look at all those fiscals. You can get a very solid idea of how your park's finances are doing here. And looking at it, your rides are doing well. But I think your shops could be doing better. Open up the Attractions and Shops panel. As you can see, this section gives you an overview of how your shops and facilities are doing. And as I thought, you could definitely stand to raise your food and drinks prices by $50 or so. Happy guests don't mind paying a little extra. You can also raise the prices of ATMs, toilets, even the first aid facilities. But it's a good idea not to get too greedy with those. Just greedy enough.
60%. Raise the price of free items in nearby shops.
Yes, that's better. It's hardly a lottery win, but we are seeing a bit more profit, which means...
that I get to interrupt you for once. We should put some of that money into researching a roller coaster. After all, guests eventually tire of old rides. So, putting money into ride research is essential if you want to keep a park fresh or expand it.
Oh my! Oh yes! You should begin research at once.
Now that the research is in hand, we should take a look at the staff again, because their happiness is just as important as the guests' happiness. Go on, take a look at your staff list. Good! See, if a staff member is unhappy, then they won't be as effective at their job. And if they're really unhappy, they might even quit entirely. Anyway, I think it's high time
you
we
pay
gave
like
some of our
$80.
staff a raise. Don't you?
No.
That wasn't directed at you, Cynthia. So, Check if any of your staff members aren't as happy as they could be, and, if so, bump their wages up a notch or two.
Increase the salary of 5 park members. Okay.
There, that's a start. Now, if a staff member's workload is too high, it means that they aren't able to keep on top of all their duties, which will make them unhappy. One way around that is hiring more staff. But a more efficient way to deal with it is through staff training.
A lot of
So,
them on 80
train up
bucks.
some of your staff.
Initiate training on 2 members of staff. Alright. Train.
Once you've chosen who to train, they'll soon toddle off to the staff building to receive their training and complimentary donuts. Oh, yes, you clearly know how to care for your staff. Now that you've addressed their wages, workloads, and training, they'll be showering you with world's best boss mugs in no time. And that means you're ready to learn about building roller coasters. Oh my, oh my. They're expensive things, but a theme park isn't a theme park without one. Eugene, take it away.
Take what away? Oh, I understand. If you could reveal the newly researched coaster blueprint, please.
Oh, punishment.
Well, that was needlessly over the top. Oh, but that is quite an exciting new coaster. That could easily hit 4.28 on the Eugene Thrill Rating scale. And now that you have a new coaster type, you can place coaster blueprints for it, or even build a coaster from scratch. But you should probably walk before you run. Now, open the coaster browser and select the blueprint.
Insufficient funds.
And place it in a suitable location.
Here's some money. Think of it as a scholarship.
Oh, look at that! Your first coaster! You must feel so proud.
Gosh, out of my way, I'm gonna ride that thing.
Sorry, not just yet, Lucy. For while the construction of the coaster is finished, we are not. First, the coaster has to be tested to make sure it is safe. If you could do that, please.
You know, if it's just about signing a safety waiver, then I'm actually cool with that.
Okay.
Well, now, looking at the telemetry data, the fear and
Tested.
nausea ratings are well within tolerable levels for guests, which means this ride is perfectly safe. Of course, that was to be expected with a prefabricated blueprint ride. When you build coasters from scratch, things can go differently. Okay, when you've connected it up to the rest of the park, you can open the coaster.
Eugene?
Again, apologies. Open the coaster!
Much better. And what a fine coaster. But you're not done yet. You should adorn the track with plenty of wonderful scenery. Give the guests something exciting and unique to see as they whiz around those twists and turns. Oh, and of course, scenery will also improve the ride's prestige.
You could use animatronics. They're extremely effective, although they will incur running costs.
And, of course, there's all those wonderful scenery blueprints that Eugene made for you.
Indeed, I really cannot overstate how long it took me to make those for you.
Place 4 scenery items. Bushes. More bushes. More bushes.
Will you look at that? Are you sure you haven't done this before? We should immortalize your coaster by saving it as a blueprint. Okay. So, you'll need to multi-select everything you want to include in your blueprint. Go on. Now, go and create a blueprint and you'll be able to make as many copies of your coaster as you like. Or at least can afford. Oh, don't forget to give your blueprint a good name and an exciting screenshot. And make sure to add any tags you want to it so you can find it easily later. Now you've made a blueprint, you'll find it in the Coasters browser. But there's also somewhere even more exciting. The workshop. You see, blueprints are a lot like sandwiches. You can share them with other people, and they contain pickles. No, that's not it. But just imagine it. Sharing your blueprints with the world. With the world sharing what they've built right back. That's what the workshop can do for you. Whew. Well, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? I think it's time you enjoyed the fruit of your labours by riding your coaster, don't you? Go on, select it, and get on! You can get off the coaster whenever you like. You know, just in case you're feeling a little bit wobbly in the tum-tum. Congratulations! Oh, I'd slap you on the back, but you look a wee bit queasy. Even so,
Complete the
I
tutorial.
think you're ready to start your, no doubt, illustrious career in park management.
What wonderful news! Because it means you can start paying back the time and effort that Oswald's invested in you.
And, if you would let me, I would dearly love to teach you the intricacies of building a coaster from the ground up. Oh, or ground down if it's subterranean.
And I'm gonna tag along because my season pass gives me free entry anyway. Oh, and to watch you grow as a manager, obviously.
Not that you haven't grown already. Just look at this park. At your park. Full of happy guests, making precious but reasonably priced memories. You should be proud of yourself. But this is just the start. Are you ready for the next step?
Old objectives. Alright, that'll do for that.